It's been reported that the NBA scouts around the league are keeping an eye on the Chicago Bulls situation, specifically DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine. We're going to talk about that, break down a little bit about the Pistons game, and Cornelius got something to say to nephew Bobby. Y'all already know. We're going to talk about it, but you got to hit that music first.
Cognac. Gang.
Shy Bulls Podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and I'm with my dog, CDubb. How you doing, boy?
And I'm feeling great, man. Happy belated birthday too, nephew, man. I know you turned up, man.
Bro, and a special shout out to the greatest support in the world. You all. I appreciate all those kind words y'all left in the comment box. So we got to show love and keep this thing chugging along. Appreciate y'all. If y'all like what y'all listening to today, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and shake the notification bell. So every time we drop, you be one of the first ones to know. Now, CDubb. It was reported by Brian Windhorst that the NBA scouts are looking at the Chicago Bulls, more specifically, in his words, and talking to some people around the league. The scouts are jamming themselves into Bulls games because they realize that at some point, the Bulls may break this team up, and they're all gathering intelligence like what's going to happen with the Chicago Bulls. What are your initial thoughts on that, my guy?
I think it's a fair journalism right there from Windhorst. Obviously the Bulls have not taken off the way that they wanted to. They 3-6 right now. This is a make or break season for the Chicago Bulls, and I would think that most teams in the NBA will be watching to see if they can snag some of these core players that we got and make their team better. So absolutely, it's fair, bro. It's just fair. They watching. I know they circling like some damn raptors. You know they circling.
Facts, and I'm with you on that because if we look at the team, man, you see some of the same things that we've seen the last few years. You hoping that, with the emphasis on changing the shooting profile, that these guys can eventually change some things around on the team. But right now, you're 3-6. You haven't looked particularly well. You have not looked good in most games this season. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like they're trying to come around. I think that the Phoenix game was a really good game by the Chicago Bulls, though. Bunch of bonehead things down the stretch. They just lost that game. But I can't be mad at the NBA scouts for, looking at the team. Because like you said, it's a make or break season. Nikola Vucevic already said this is the last dance. Zach LaVine already came out and said his words that, hey, we got to make this thing click. Why do we have to make this thing click? Because we know you can't keep running the same course. The front office at some point going to have to pull the plug if it's not garnering them any success. And at some point, you're going to have to turn the table on that for real.
Yeah. That the players themselves, they starting to think about this stuff in their head. Like, oh, bro, this might not work. Do you think that they thinking that to themselves? Like, here we go again type shit, nephew?
Probably. Simply because, bro, like, we're not dumb people. You know what I'm saying? Like, in certain situations, even when podcasting, your chemistry is everything. You need good chemistry to have a successful podcast. You need to be able to, you know what I'm saying? If you want to see your stuff rise, you know what I'm saying, on a good trajectory or moving up year by year, you got to have some type of chemistry with the people that you're working with, or, you know what I'm saying, with the people that's engaging with you every single day. And right now, the way the Bulls engaging with the people every single day, it just ain't looking right. You got people that's, here we go again. Like, we got one of our own. Hey, shout out to my boy Steve-O. He just lost. He like, bro, I can't do it no more. I'm surprised he ain't lost a dreadlock yet. But y'all get the point. Get the point.
Yeah, that was game 1 too with Steve-O, man. Steve-O don't play around, bro. Yeah, but I don't think it's over yet. I think they do have that
Mhm.
thought in their head. I do think that the overwhelming thought of all the players is like, we right there. We just got to get over the hump. But in the back of their mind, they're like, damn, this shit starting to look familiar around this bitch.
Facts, because it really is. If we keeping it a buck, though, it
Yeah,
really is. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you look at it. And honestly, at some point, they're gonna have to do it. Whether that's if you keeping Vooch around and you letting Demar and Zach go, that could be something. Or if you just say, hey, if you the front office, you say, hey, all these guys gotta go. It's
yeah,
time, and you just have a fire sale. But I still think that right now, only with playing 9 games is still early. We don't know. Because what if they go on? Let's just, it's always hypotheticals, so we can always say, what if, what if? But if they start to play better and string together some wins, especially with all these winnable games coming up, that can change the story around the team a little bit, at least for a few weeks.
yeah. They definitely. And I'm glad you said that they got a bunch of winnable games coming up. It is a tough one sprinkled in there. Um, the Bulls just need to come out the other side of this little homestand that they on with a better confidence and a concentration on the way to play basketball. We still don't give this team an identity right now. They don't have an identity. So I'm thinking out of these next what is it, 6 more games homestand. I think it's one
Something like that. Yeah.
away game and mixed in. They should be able to find an identity, man. Come on, it's been 3
Facts.
years since you had an
Facts.
identity on this team, gang.
Facts. We eventually got to get it together. But y'all let us know how y'all looking at that topic. But hey, CDubb, now the Chicago Bulls later today will face off against the Detroit Pistons in the game
Yeah,
that the Detroit Pistons beat us in.
yeah.
Do the Chicago Bulls get their lick back tonight? Bro.
Yeah, because the Detroit Pistons, man, they started off early. They was geeked to play. They had all that extra energy. Everybody drunk their Kool-Aid on that Detroit Pistons team. And they came out firing, thinking they could win the NBA championship in the first couple weeks of the season. Now, when you look at their record, they're 2-8. They struggling worse than we struggling for sure. With all that young talent they got on the team. And some people thought that the Pistons will be a better team than the Chicago Bulls this year. I think the Bulls get back this game, even though I love some pieces on the Detroit Pistons team,
Agreed.
especially Thompson. Thompson's defensive. He's just a
Oh,
defensive
man.
monster, athletic freak. He can do everything on the offensive end. Cade Cunningham, he's a beast. He just moves at his own pace. He can shoot the three. He can play make. They got a lot of Durant. He's down there beasting in the paint. You know what he did to Vooch that last game.
Oh,
So,
bro.
but even though they got a nice little pieces, they young and it's starting to catch up with them. I.e., look at their 2-8 record. So I'm gonna go with the Bulls getting that get back this game.
They better get their get back. You better get out there and get your get back. There's no reason you can't come out here against this team and get back. But we know, I know that the Chicago Bulls, they got this thing when it comes to young teams. For some reason, it seems like young teams just get this Bulls team problems. Maybe it's at pace or just the Bulls feeling like they can just, lollygag during the game or whatever it is. But they should be able to do it. And I expect these guys to go ahead and take those positives that you saw in Phoenix and move them over to this game. You should be able to whoop this team. You should be able to. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Because they played their tail off against Phoenix. For
Oh
sure.
yeah. Oh yeah, nephew. I definitely I want to see the Bulls turn it up a level on these kids. They should definitely be able to take this game with a 10+ win. Now it's gonna be incumbent of them to get a good start, and the Bulls ain't been getting good starts, bro. That's been a problem. That's the reason they lost to the Phoenix Suns last game. You were down 18 points in the first quarter.
Bruh.
So how can you expect to win any game if you steady having starts like this? Maybe we need something new in the starting lineup, or maybe we need to smack everybody. Well, I just want to smack everybody.
I
I just
feel
want
like
to
smacking somebody today.
smack
Smacking somebody
everybody.
today.
Like, wake up, Joe. They don't wake up until the rooster get in the lineup, and the rooster is Alex Caruso to wake everybody up, bro.
Hey, Big Kev did. Hey, Big Kev want to see Caruso start. I ain't
No,
for it, but
no,
if the guy off the bench got to come in and give you energy like that, it's crazy, right?
it is.
It's
It is.
crazy.
But no start. Don't listen to Kevo. Don't listen to Kev. Don't start Alex Caruso. No, that's a no good.
For sure, for sure. So would it be a convincing win tonight?
I'm gonna go with a convincing win. 10 plus. 10 plus.
Oh, I'm gonna go. It better be.
It
It
better
better
be.
be a convincing win. I ain't gonna lie to you. You got to come out the right way for real. Eventually, you got to win the games that you're supposed to win. That's just how it is.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Demar have his best game of the season.
Hey, let's get it. I'm
He
all
need a,
for it.
I'm talking about efficiency. I'm talking about them turnovers down. I'm talking about good shots. Take good shots, good percentage shots. I think he have a 30+ game today.
Let's get it. I'm with it because I was gonna lean towards Zach, but Zach been getting on my nerves too. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Zach he'll have a good first half and fall off on the second half or something like that. So I'm a back you up on this one and go with the guy that I think that's gonna be ready to go, and that's DeMar DeRozan, especially because he's a hooper, and then hoopers know, damn man, I missed. If I hit that shot against Phoenix, we win that game.
Yeah. Yeah, and
So
his play during the end and during the final run of that game was pretty bad. And I would like to say that all the rest of the core, Vooch with a 20-20 game and Zach with a 53-point game, put their mark on this season already. DeMar has yet to put his mark on the season. So I'm expecting it against a revenge game like the Detroit Pistons. So, bro.
let's get it. I ain't mad at it. Y'all go ahead and drop y'all predictions below. But hey, we about to go ahead and end this thing off. I got a voicemail from my man Cornelius. He's had something to say. CDubb, we're gonna let him speak his piece and then we're gonna get right to it. Here's the voicemail.
What up, Cognac boys? It's your boy Corn, man. What up, Bobby? What up, CDubb? Man, let's get into it, man. Bobby, you did a show, I believe, yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Who is you want to trade for AC? And you said a name that triggered me, that a player that you didn't want, that a player, that's all I want on this team. I've been fighting for this player to come on this team, said his name every day, trying to trying to manifest it that he's gonna be in the Bulls jersey, and that is DAngelo Russell. I get it. I get why I say DAngelo Russell. People kind of frown, but it's not basketball reasons why they frown when they say that name. We know he broke bro code with Nick Young. We know he broke bro code, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But that's the reason why sometimes people get their nose up and kind of look sideways when it comes to DAngelo Russell. But when it comes to this man playing on the court, this brother here, when it comes to his court vision and when it comes to his IQ, it's elite. And I mean, it's not just good, it's elite. His handles, the way he does it, it's elite. The way he's a floor general, it's elite. I'm watching this. I'm telling you what I see with my eyes. I'm looking at it. I'm just sitting there like, this brother is elite what he does. Like I said, man, I watch this man every game. One game, he had 28 points, 8 assists, on 10 or 14 shooting. You say he'd be jacking up shots. That ain't jacking up shots. That sounds pretty efficient to me, brother. The very next game, he scored 27 points, gave him 6 assists on 10 to 19 shooting. You know what I mean? Like that's what we need. Oh, yeah, and when he scored the 28 points, oh, yeah, he just gave him 8 assists, too. You know what I'm saying? Just today, when he played against the Suns, 19 points on 6 of 12 shooting with 9 assists with the dub against the Suns by 3, a team that we lost 2 by 1. The day before that, 22.6. I can keep on going about this brother. This man, oh yeah, for all the plus minus thing, he's a +9 when he's on the court. And I get it. Defensively, y'all thinking, oh, DAngelo, Zach, DeMar, Vooch, that's barbecue chicken all day with them folks. I get it. But that's 80 plus points with them folks on their averaging. And then the subs can come in, the defense can come in, and they can do the defense. That's all I got to say. Because I know I'm losing time. I appreciate you, Bobby. But, yeah, you tripping when it comes to DAngelo, brother. That's who emulates Lonzo. That's what we need. He is the perfect player for Billy D and his system. Peace.
Shout out to Corn. I ain't mad at you. That is what we need on the show. Call in, give your point, use whatever you can to back it up, and that's what you do. And now here's the response. I love it. Look, I'm not mad at DAngelo Russell. I like the player too, but I point to reasons on why. There's a reason he was out of Brooklyn. Probably because of Kevin Durant stuff, you know. There's a reason he was out of the T-Wolves. There's a reason he was out of even Golden State. And it's just because the style of play, yes, he's going to generate stats. And what I look at him and how I look at him, he's going to do that because he can score the ball. Yeah. But it's the other things that you want him to do to bring him to the team. Can you have the pulse of your team in certain situations? And that's kind of like where it's a bit shaky for me. If he was a Chicago Bull, I'll be riding with him. But right now, the guy that we have at point guard, I believe he's starting to come along. He's been putting together 10-plus points per game. Obviously, DAngelo Russell is scoring higher than him. But I like the upside of Kobe White in the regards of the defensive piece that he's putting together along with the offensive piece. If DAngelo Russell just tried to stick a little bit of defense, I'd be like, damn, he nice. He's nice offensively, but a lot of those games, bro, you seeing last year with the Lakers, keeping in mind, he was his first time around there, but he was lackadaisical a lot of the times down the stretch in games to where they couldn't even play him.
Yeah.
So that's my only knock, but good points, brother. You did go crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. Let's just say this. Let's preface our statements. DAngelo Russell is a hooper. He can do everything offensively for your team. He can play make. He can set guys up. He can shoot the three. He can shoot the mid-range. He can get to the basket and finish, even though he ain't really athletic. He's a very smart basketball player. Two things that I just cannot take with DAngelo Russell. Two important things. The first one is availability. Nephew, you know, in 11 seasons, he's never played more than 70 games in a season. He only did it twice in his 11-year career. The most after 2 seasons where he played 80 games is 65 games. That's the most he's played in an entire season. 2, he's a defensive liability. And he is nowhere. That is not going to be an upgrade if this guy comes to our team because he plays no defense. He can get you some steals here and there. He plays the passing lanes good, but this is not a player that no DAngelo Russell is. DAngelo Russell is after you get divorced, you go get you a 20, and I'm going to shout out to my man Drip for saying this yesterday about the Bears. You get you a 25-year-old chick, and she cannot cook or clean. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's DAngelo Russell, bro. It looked good, bro. He looked good how he played. His style of play looks good. You know, he put the needle in his arm and all that crap. But does he play winning basketball?
That's the biggest question. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see. But, hey, good call in, Corn. I ain't gonna lie. Good call. That's probably one of the best ones we heard in a long time, for sure. I ain't gonna lie to you, for sure. But, hey, CDubb, you got any final thoughts, my guy?
Oh, no. Make sure y'all tune in to the live call later on. We got those pesky Detroit Pistons. Let's get this dub.
Let's get this dub. But, hey, that's it from us. And one more time, y'all, special shout out to y'all for all the birthday love. I really appreciate it. And once again, shout out to all the vets out there. And I hope y'all celebrated well, because I did. I look like this, but I don't feel how I look right now. So subscribe here for all your latest Bulls content. And if you want to be a part of an episode, call in like Corn did, 773-242-9219. It's another Shy Bulls podcast. That's CDubb. We're going to catch y'all on the next one for sure.
Cognac. Gang.